Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. Sorry for the casual look this evening. I'm actually away at my brother's at the moment. So yeah, change of scenery for a week and a bit, dog sitting. So I hope you're well. The weather's not been too great today, not where I am anyway. It's been raining all day. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Clara. Hi, Tani. Hope you're all well. I'll just wait for a few more of you to jump on. Hi, Julianne. And then we'll explain what we're doing. Oh, does help if I have my cards the right way around, doesn't it? Okay, let's try that again, shall we? So today I'm using my spirit animal cards. These are free mini readings. So I'll get round as many of you as I can. GTSY, what does that stand for, Julie? Hi, Jenny. Hope you're well. We are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I think my sleep apnea is playing up again. Oh, good to see you. So my brain's not awake yet, Julie. I should have known that one, shouldn't I? Okay. Let's have a go. It's all this Derbyshire air. And it's good to see you all too. So for those of you that haven't seen me work before, I'm Stace, and I am a psychic card reader and, well, intuitive card reader and spiritualist medium. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Claire. Hope you're well. Sometimes spirit pop in when I'm doing the cards. Sometimes they don't. I will let you know if they do. Claire, as I came to you, this card jumped out at me. It's the spider spirit. And as you can see, he's weaving his web. He's creating foundations. So I want to say to you that you've been toying with some ideas to bring in a little bit of extra finances. But I do want to say you've been worried about your financial situation. You're not feeling very secure at the moment, but you're toying with ideas, either turning a hobby into a business, or you're thinking about changing jobs, or there's something where you need to work from the ground up. Okay, my darling? It's about making your dreams a reality. So whatever you're toying with, whatever ideas you're toying with, this is about getting all them ideas together, putting them on paper, collaborating with the right people, and getting things together. And creating that strong foundation. Now, even though the spider's webs look very delicate, and they are to our fingers, they are actually quite strong. They catch the food. They allow the spider to sleep and sit and just like a hammock. So I want to say, whatever webs you're weaving, it's going to bring you some security, it's going to bring you some stability, and it will help improve your financial situation as well as your material situation. It'll also put you in touch with the right people, because I want to say you've not got a lot of support around you at the minute, but if you put the feelers out and put the webs in the right areas, again, the support will come and you'll be able to do what it is that you want to do. You had a dream that other night with a spider in it. Well, this is why it's telling you that you need to put your ideas into action. You need to build them foundations, start laying down them lines. All right, my darling. So whatever it is you're dreaming about doing, it's not too late. Okay, my lovely. So I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Don't forget, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. You need to comment for the chance of reading. If you don't comment, YouTubers, I cannot see your name. So please make sure that if you want a reading, you are commenting in the chat. Because I know a lot of YouTubers feel left out sometimes. It's because they don't comment as often as the Facebookers do, so we don't see them in the chat. All right. And it helps if I have your feedback and your responses as well. I know there is a bit of a delay on Facebook with replies, and I am patient for that. But please make sure I get, even if you don't understand it, just put that you don't understand it or you're not sure, or whatever it is, because it makes me work harder. Are you on the right rest path, going in the right direction with data analysis? Oh, let's have a look, Julie. Let's see what the cards say. Hi, Irene. I'm very well, thank you. Just a little bit tired. My sleep apnea is playing up a little bit, but apart from that, I am very well, thank you. You got a plod on. I guess it was the right path, my sweetheart. You're talking to the queen of spelling mistakes here, although I never used to be. Got an English degree and I can't even spell properly now. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look. Julie, would you understand having problems with your eye? Because as I connect with your energy, not problems with your eyes, but problems with your vision. My vision's gone very watery and very blurred. I don't know if you wear glasses or if you need glasses or if you've got an optician's appointment coming up. If not, make one. Because this blurred vision needs sorting out, and I've got a funny feeling it's to do with either not having glasses or having the wrong prescription. I'm not an optician. I'm not diagnosing. I just know that they're putting on me the fact that your vision isn't so good at the moment. Let me know if that makes sense, please. Hi, Jenny. It's brain possibility. Brain? What do you mean by brain, my darling? I'm getting. No, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I don't feel it's anything to do with the brain. I just feel it's a problem with your eyes and your vision, and just some glasses or the right prescription of glasses will sort it out. But if you feel that there's something else going on, make sure you contact your doctor and have a word with them. All right, if you feel there's something else going on, get it checked out. But definitely get your vision looked at. Okay, data. Truth transcends illusion. You've got the beautiful dragonfly. Now, dragonflies are also mistaken for fairies. So I do believe that you have the elements around you and the elements of the fairies around you specifically. This dragonfly is a blue one, and as I'm saying that, I'm getting goosebumps. So I do know that you've been putting things out to the universe and asking for help and asking for guidance. Now, I don't know if you've seen any dragonflies, but this dragonfly is wearing a crown. So I want to say that there is a climb up. I want to say, I feel like you've worked your way up from the bottom to the top. Sorry, I got distracted then. Yeah, I do feel you've had to climb from the bottom to the top. Now, in answer to your question, are you on the right path? Truth transcends illusion. So what I want to say to you is, as long as you're keeping your goals realistic and the way to get there realistic and the timing it's going to take realistic, then you're all good to go. You've got lots of green in there, so it's got to come from the heart. You've got to have that support there. Again, as with the last lady, it's about meeting with the right people. You've lost everything and working to regain. Yeah, I do feel it. Again, it's a climb up. So you've got the energy, you've got the orange in the card, and orange for me is about warmth, it's about energy, and it's about vitality. So I do feel there's a new energy coming in, and there's new opportunities coming in. So with regards to your data analysis, as long as you are truthful with yourself and you keep your aspirations and the timing and everything else realistic, and you don't go off track and try and beat the system, so to speak, you should do okay. You should do really well. All right, my darling. Again, I'm not predicting, but I do feel that summer is an important time. So I'm wanting to go sort of from July onwards, where things will slowly start to come to fruition. You've got 2-2, and this is about new beginnings and again new opportunities, new collaborations coming in and helping you to get where you need to be. But you have to be patient, my darling. Okay, you have to be patient, you have to stay grounded. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a little bit of brown in this orange flower. So I do say you need to keep your feet on the ground, and you need to keep your head in the right reality space, if that makes sense. Okay, don't go too far off track and out of reality, and be disillusioned about how you're going to get there and how you're going to do things. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Hi Chloe, hi Trish, hi Lindsay. Again, don't forget we're streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. YouTubers, if you want the chance of reading, you have to comment, because otherwise I can't see that you're there. And I know I'm psychic, but I'm not that good. Oh my goodness, Vandana, that's a big question. I don't do past life, my darling. So I can't answer that question. Keep the questions realistic. I do believe in past lives. Yeah, I can't answer that. You have to go to somebody who knows how to do past life readings. All right, my darling. Jenny, let's have a look at you. Any messages from Spirit? I can't promise Spirit will come through, but we'll see what the card's saying. We'll see what happens, Jenny. All right, I will ask Spirit to help with this reading to see what it is you need to know. If anything, I'll see what messages they want to bring you. Let's have a look. Excuse my yawning, I do have a medical condition. Okay. Right, as I tune into your energy, Jenny, I have on which side are you going? I have a lady with me, and this lady would have had respiratory problems. So I want to go either asthma or emphysema, because I'm struggling to breathe. And this would have been a condition she had for a while, and it's coming from my lungs and it's going right up to my throat. So I do know there would have been trouble breathing. And if you're making a coffee, I'll have one. I want to put this as grandma, so you would understand grandma and Spirit having this respiratory problem. Like I said, either the emphysema or the asthma. Thank you for confirming that. She's making my eyes wet and moist, so I do know there's been tears with you. I feel that somebody's been pulling on your heartstrings, and there's a situation that's been very upsetting for you. She's not going into detail, because it's not for me to know, and we're on a public forum, so I wouldn't spill it out on here anyway. But you would understand where the tears are and why the tears are coming. It feels like you've had your heart wrenched, because as I'm saying that, I'm feeling a pain in my chest, so it really does feel like you've had your heart wrenched. But she's saying things will get better. You've just got to keep positive, acknowledge the feelings, let the tears out, have a good cry, and then straighten your crown, she's saying. Remember who you are, where you've come from, and remember how strong the women in the family are. Now, she's not wanting you to put on a front or hide how you're feeling, but she's also wanting you to understand that once you've acknowledged the feelings, you've got to stand up tall and stand up for yourself. Okay, my darling, thank you for confirming that. And this is before I've even got to the card. She's saying that in a year, in a few months, in a year, whatever's going on now won't matter. You'll be in a completely different place. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and the struggles are coming to an end, she's saying. This lady would have also had pain in her hip, because she's putting a pain on me on my right hip. So I do know this lady would have also had mobility problems. But it's also in relation to you symbolically. I feel like you're having a bit of a wobble at the moment, with your moods and your emotions. And again, it's about going out. It's about taking that breath of fresh air. It's about breathing in the positive and letting go of the negative, okay? Don't focus on what you've lost. Focus on what you've learned and what you have to gain. Okay, my darling, let me see what the cards come for you, because now she's drawing my attention to the cards. This lady's got a lot of love for you, and you felt this lady at night, but you've been doubting it. It's like you've had little tickles on your head at night, especially by where you lay your head on your pillow. It's this lady stroking your head and trying to ease the pain for you. Okay, trying to heal the emotions for you. So what I want to say to you is get some rose quartz, get some amethyst, and get some citrine, because I do feel you need the energy. Citrine is for the energy. The rose quartz is for the love and the healing of spirit. And the amethyst is to help you with sleep and anxiety. Okay, so carry them with you, keep them by your bed, or just hold them in your hand. Hey, Molly. Sorry, the dog just had a bit of a jump. So yeah, let's have a look at the card, see what Grandma has to say. She's saying you're stronger than what you think you are, my darling, and just stay on the positive and don't let the overthinking and the emotions get you down, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel and there are brighter days coming. Okay, and she's singing somewhere over the rainbow, and a rainbow for me is a promise that everything's going to be okay and that everything's going to come good. You are where you are supposed to be right now. There are lessons that you need to learn from the situation that's going on around you at the moment, and once you come through the storm and things start getting brighter, you will reflect back on this and you will understand why things have had to be the way they are, in order for you to learn what you've had to learn, in order for you to grow and develop. Okay, reclaim your power, my darling. So this is basically what I've just said. It's all about keeping strong, dealing with them, acknowledging them emotions, acknowledging the lessons that you've learned from this situation, and use it as one of your strengths. Use it to reclaim your power, like the panther. Panthers are also cats, and cats are very proud, and they can be very stubborn as well. And I do feel there's a sense of stubbornness with you and a sense of pride. And what she's saying is pride always comes before a fall. I know that's a common saying, but she's saying there's no weakness or no lack of pride in showing how you feel. Okay, my darling? You're trying my hair, yes. I wear rose quartz and amethyst. Keep wearing it, my darling, okay? Keep wearing it and get some citrine for that energy, to give you that energy to be able to come through this troubled time. But you will come through it, my darling, okay? Again, it's about reclaiming your power. So you need to reset your boundaries with people. You've got the card 44, 4 and 4 is 8, so I do know October is a significant time for you. But it's also about letting go of the past, letting go of the old to make way for the new coming in. This is where you need to tie up old situations, forgive yourself, forgive others, in order for you to make positive change steps forward. Does that make sense for you, my darling? Okay. I hope that helps, and I will leave Grandma's love with you. Just know that she's with you and she's watching, but she wants you to stand up tall, straighten that crown, reset your boundaries, and come October you should be in a much better place and be able to make positive changes moving forward. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you, and thank your lovely grandmother for working with me. Okay, hi Naomi, hi Andrea, hi is it Mairead? Hope you're well. It's your mum. Okay, my darling. As long as you can understand it, that's all that matters. Hi, Kay Weezy. Let me have a look, see who else is on. Lorraine McGregor, let's come to you. Is your future okay? Let me have a look for you, my sweetheart. Let me have a look. I'm good, thank you, Naomi. How are you? Lorraine McGregor, as I tune into your energy, I'm hearing distant voices. So I feel like you've heard spirit, but you've doubted that you've heard it. You've thought it's maybe outside or neighbours or something else. But I know that you've heard voices, but you've not quite been able to make it out, even though you've been trying to listen. Does that make sense, please? Now, I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're thinking about starting a relationship with somebody, but I've got peaches, I've got pinks, and I've got the swan. And the swan's mate for life. So I do know there's an issue surrounding romance around you at the moment. Either wanting to settle down, you're with somebody and wanting to settle down, or you're looking for that somebody to settle down with. I'm not quite sure which it is yet. And it says time for a deep dive. Now, what I want to say to you is you've got the number 6. So 6 is June. So I want to say within the next month, either the person that you're with or the person that you're looking to be with, it's going to come within the next month or so. And it's going to build up from a friendship. I feel that it's going to be slow, it's going to be gentle, it's going to be based on friendship first. Let me know if you understand this, please, my darling. Now, when it says time for a deep dive, it means open your heart and trust. Trust that it's meant to be. Trust that it's going the way it should be going, okay? I do feel there's an issue with trust with you with relationships. If this isn't a romantic relationship, it'll be to do with a close friendship. There's a close bond somewhere. that's going to grow even tighter. You understand this. Thank you, my darling. But yeah, this is all about gentility. It's all about taking things slowly, but it's also about, you can dive deep, but as with a diver, they have to dive deep really slowly so as not to burn their lungs out and overfill themselves with oxygen, so to speak. And this is what I want to say to you. Yes, you can deep dive. Yes, you can let yourself go and open your heart. And I really feel like you're falling for this person. But you have to do it slowly. You have to do it slowly. Okay, my sweetheart? This is Molly, by the way. One of my brother's dogs that I'm looking after. So, yeah. Now, as I look at the card, I'm seeing a mandala. So I do know there is somebody in spirit watching over you at the moment, and I do feel that the patterns are changing in your life. You've been repeating certain patterns. You've been stuck in a rut, so to speak. But since this person has come into your life, it's almost as if you're like the mandala, you're like the flower that's opened up. It's almost like you've awoken from, I wouldn't say a dark place, but you kind of almost forgot how much fun life can be, how beautiful life can be. And this person's come along and kind of gently lifted you from that dark space, if you like, and shown you just how beautiful life can be. There's pink in there, so I want to bring some fun. I want to bring the candy floss. I want to bring fun fairs. And I want to bring some dates as well. Like, go out on a date. Go and enjoy yourself. Go to the cinema. Go for lunch. Go for an evening meal. Or just have a takeaway in and play a few board games. I want to say March is significant for you. They're giving me the month of March. I haven't got spirit with me at the moment, and I'm not going to sit here and make it up. This is all psychic and coming from the card. But I'm seeing ribbons. So ribbons would be significant. I'm seeing white ribbons, pink ribbons, blue ribbons. So I'm seeing lots of ribbons. The pink ribbons for me is for cancer. So I don't know if you're aware of anybody that has cancer around you at the moment, or somebody in spirit that passed away with cancer. But there's definitely cancer around you, either on the spirit plane or in the physical plane. Let me know if that makes sense, please. But I'm getting lots of love and lots of warmth for you from both spirit and from people on earth. I want to say you're a very gentle person. You're a very lovable person. And again, we've got the number 6. 6 is June. So again, it's all about everything coming together and everything starting to be positive from the month of June. But again, I want to say be gentle with yourself as well. This one looks like a princess, so I want to say again, with yourself, straighten that crown, my darling. Wear that crown with pride. Be humble, but be that beautiful swan. Okay, be that beautiful swan. All right, my lovely. I hope that resonates, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Matt Wood, let's come to you because your name started sparkling at me the minute you popped up. It's not often we get gentlemen on here. Matt Wood, let's have a look, please. Hi. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Or is it just a case of fat fingers on the keyboard? Now, when I tune into your energy, Matt, I get a sense of mischief with you. I get a sense of the cheeky chappy. And as I'm connecting with your name and your energy, I'm getting slapstick comedy. I'm getting like Only Fools and Horses. I'm getting Laurel and Hardy. I'm getting, oh my days, that's an old one. One Foot in the Grave. I don't know how old you are, if you know any of these programs, but I'm getting sort of like the Del Boy character with yourself. Would you understand that, please? So, like a ducker and a diver, a weaver and a dealer kind of person. But you like to have a laugh. You don't like to take life too seriously. Oh, you're 28, so you won't remember. Well, you might remember Only Fools and Horses, just. But if you don't know them shows, Google them and you'll see what I mean. But everybody knows Laurel and Hardy. You're only 2 years younger than my son, so. But I get a practical joke attack with you, and I get an image of you being at school and being sort of the disruptor of the class, so to speak. You know some of them. Okay, my darling, no problem. That's good. So you know what I'm talking about then. But yeah, you've got that silly sense of humour, that silly, witty sense of humour about you. And I want to say that stood you in good stead. But what I do want to say to you, my darling, is sometimes you use it as a defence. Okay, you're there for everybody else. You're there willing to lend a hand to everybody else. But when it comes to your own troubles, you're not so good at leaning on other people. It's almost like you want to be the man and you don't want to show the weakness, and you're scared of showing vulnerabilities. And I feel this has got in the way of relationships, both romantic and friendships. It's almost like you expect people to lean on you, but when they expect the same from you, you're very hidden and very guarded. And I want to say you need to stop that. You need to open up a little bit. You need to let your guard down, even if it's only with one or two people. And I do know you have one or two people around you that you can trust, but you still, for some reason, keep yourself guarded. And I do feel this stems from childhood. I do feel there was trust broken in childhood. And I do feel that this was a family member that broke your trust. It's almost, I feel like not abandonment as such, but I do feel you was left to your own devices a little bit. You had to grow up quickly, is the way I'd put it. Would that make sense with you, Matt? But you don't have to do things on your own. You need to get out of that habit, okay? Ah, rightio. Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. Thank you for confirming that. But I want to say is you don't have to put that guard up anymore. You've got 2 or 3 people around you that you can really trust to open up to, and it's time that you let it out. And just as I say that, that's the card that comes out for you. Groundhog. Time to let go. Time to let go of that past. Time to heal from it, my darling. And time to self-reflect on, again, it's about learning the lessons. You can't forget the past, but you can learn from the past. You don't have to let it define you, but you can allow it to set boundaries. Hi, Ian. You've got the oranges, you've got the reds, you've got the yellows. So the yellows for me is about wisdom and knowledge. So again, it's about gaining that knowledge from the past. It's about using it as your strength. And it's about having that wisdom and that intuition. And you have that intuition. You just need to have the confidence to trust yourself more, I want to say. You've got the ocean blue in there. It's almost like a turquoise agate. So again, this is about stabilizing your emotions and mental health. You've got the cultural jewelry around the groundhog's face. It's almost like you wear these scars as an identification, and you don't need to use them don't use them as an identification. Change that mindset. Then it doesn't identify you. It doesn't define you. You've got the energy to change your mindset. You've got the energy to open up. You've got the energy to be able to deal with whatever that brings for you. Okay? So don't be so standoffish. Don't be so closed. If you expect people to open up to you, you've got to kind of give them a little bit as well. Okay, my sweetheart? So it's about giving a little bit more of yourself to those that you trust. Okay, my darling? But it's definitely time to let go of the past and let go of that emotions and let go of everything that burdens your shoulders down, I want to say. Because he's hunched up, this groundhog is all hunched up. So I do know that the weight of the world is on his shoulders, and it's on your shoulders, and it's making you kind of hunch over a little bit and stay in that defense mode. But it's time to let it go. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Hi, Nick. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Annalie. I hope that made sense for you, Matt. You're very welcome, my sweet. Just, like I say, trust and open up and let some of that past go. Okay, my sweetheart? Okay, let me see who's next. It's a Facebook. Let me have Annalie, welcome to the channel. Thank you for supporting Universal Spiritualism. Thank you everybody for supporting Family Medium and Universal Spiritualism. And thank you for joining me this evening. It is very much appreciated. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. Okay, why is that stuck there? Okay. Who am I with? Annalie McGowan. I will get round to as many people as I can. Oh, wow, Annalie, you've been a busy girl. You've got the bee spirit, my darling. Now this is the honeybee, and honeybees work hard, and they're always making sure they've got an abundance of honey, so they've got a secure roof. They collaborate as a team. They always make sure they've got enough food, and I do feel this is with you. It's almost, I feel like you've been working really hard to achieve the goals that you've wanted to achieve, and you're definitely on your way to success. It's a sweet results away. So whatever it is you've been working towards, whatever it is that you've been working towards in it, whether it be your life or your career or both, relationships, it's all come together and it's all as sweet as honey, I want to say. You've got the love of spirit surrounding you, that white around there, that's spirit for me. So I do know you've had spirit helping you, and I want to say you connect to the angels as well. I don't know if you talk to the angels or if you're aware of your connection with the angels, but I want to say you have a strong connection with the angels, because as I'm seeing that as an angel with the wings as opposed to the bee with the wings. And I want to say this is a queen bee, so I want to say you're the queen bee, my darling. You work so hard to get where you want to be. You never give up. You're very resilient. Even when you find things a struggle, you just keep going. Sorry, I thought there was somebody at the door. It's next door. But yes, so whatever it is you've been working towards, my darling, I feel like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for some results to come. So I don't know if this is study or a promotion or something. It's to do with building up again. It's to do with building that foundations, and you're going to the next level. So the sweet results are there. All right. So there's going to be some results coming for you if they haven't come already, and they're going to be successful results. Okay. So whatever it is you're worried about, I feel that you're feeling a little bit doubtful of yourself and your strengths at the moment. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting a bit of a croaky voice. It's almost like I'm getting nervous that I'm not going to succeed, and I'm scared of failure. Don't be scared of failure, my darling, because the amount of work that you put into yourself, into your life, and into your career, there's no need for failure. If you don't get exactly what you want, when you want it, or how you want it, it's not meant for you. That's all it means. Okay, it doesn't mean that you failed. It just means it's not meant for you, and you go at it from another direction, or you try another avenue, or you go down another road. All right, we all hit roadblocks. Sometimes that road isn't for us to travel, and we have to redirect. All right, so whatever this is, keep going, my darling, because you're on the right path, and you will be a success. You have got no need to worry about failing. All right, my lovely, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay, let me have a look. See who's next. Chloe Gregory, let's come to you. You're very welcome, Annalie. Oh, all right, Chloe, a general reading. Let's see. What do the cards want Chloe to know? As I connect with your energy, Chloe, I feel like I've got an itchy head. I feel like I'm scratching my head, like I'm confused about something, and I don't know which direction to go in. Would you understand this, please? It's almost like I've got so many options surrounding me, and so many choices, and so many directions. It's almost like it's overwhelming, and I really just don't know which way to go with the situation. All right, let's have a look for you, my darling. This is about your life path. There you go. And there's your answer. Bring your ideas to life. So if you're thinking about starting a hobby, a new job, swapping career, or going back to study, I want to say there's something to do with gaining knowledge and wisdom. This is the electric eel, so I almost feel like you've had a shock to the system, and this is about giving yourself a pulse of energy, following your passion, what gets you going. You know, if it's the first thing you wake up with in the morning and the last thing that's on your mind at night, go for it, my darling. Okay, it says bring it to life. Now I want to say the moon energy, so around the full moon, which is not, you'll have to Google when the next full moon is. I think it's around about the end of in the next few days, actually. But you'll have to Google it. But take that moon energy, take that electric pulsativity from the universe, and shove them ideas together, and take it out of your mind and onto paper, and make it a reality. You are very good at manifesting things. You may not be aware of it, but I do feel that you're very good at manifesting it, but you just need that little bit of spark. Spirit are around us all the time, Chloe. They are around all the time. And again, this is the full moon. So the full moon is about spirit giving you that energy, giving you that electricity. It's almost like they want to give you a short, sharp shock to kick you up the bum to get you going. You've been procrastinating on things for far too long. You've been sitting on your bum for far too long. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, as in you're being lazy, because you're far from lazy. But this is about getting off your bum and making a decision and sticking to it. Does that make sense? You've got to have that get up and go. So whatever fires you up, whatever gets you going, whether it be, working with special needs children, being a counsellor, whether it be helping people with their gardens, doing some voluntary work for a woman's shelter, whatever it may be that gets your passions going, that you can be, that you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose, I want to say. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. This is about you fulfilling your passion and fulfilling your purpose. So whatever ideas you've got going on, whatever dreams you've got going on, about putting something into action, get it done, my darling. Now's the time to do it. All right, get up and gusto. Get up and gusto. I hope that helps. Just let me take a drink. Oh, excuse me for 1 second. It's thirsty work, this. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see who's next. You're very welcome, Chloe. And I say stop procrastinating. Stop umming and ahhing. Just get on with it and do it. Okay? That's Spirit's way of giving you a kick up the backside and saying, get it done. Let me see. Who's next? Just scrolling to see who I can have next. Naomi Brown. Let's have a look. Naomi Brown. Naomi, as I connect with your energy, I'm feeling really warm. Almost like I'm getting hot flushes. I don't know how old you are, but I'm feeling very, very hot with yourself. This normally indicates either a change of hormones or a blood pressure issue. And I want to say a blood pressure issue. I'm also getting a pain at the back of my right hip. So again, I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody in spirit, but there's somebody with high blood pressure at the moment, or having issues with their blood pressure, and there's somebody having issues with their lower back. But this could also be symbolic of the fact that you're 32. Would you understand pain in the bottom of your back on the right hand side? Let me know if you can confirm that, please. And have you got problems with your blood pressure? Or is this somebody in spirit that you're aware of that had these issues? I'll wait for your reply while I give the cards a shuffle. Let me know if that makes sense, please, Naomi. I need to know if it's yourself that's having these issues or if this resonates with somebody who passed over to spirit. You're unsure. Okay, so you don't know if you've got problems with your lower back at the moment, and you're not feeling overly warm at times, like having hot flushes. If not, it'll be spirit. Yes, sometimes. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, because this is what they're putting on me. This could also be symbolic. I feel like you feel you have little support around you at the moment. Little emotional and physical support, I want to say. It's almost feel like you feel like you've got nobody you can talk to, nobody you can bounce off. No, you don't understand that, or no, you have no support at the moment. You've got nobody you can turn to at the moment, you feel. Hi, Tanya. Let's see what the card brings out for Naomi. What you're saying no and yes to, Naomi, I kind of need to know, because there's a bit of a delay. Yes to no support. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. All right, I want to say it's time to, again, it's about resetting your boundaries, and it's about letting people know that you need that support, because if they don't know and you're not telling them you need that support, then how can they support you? Does that make sense? I feel like you're like the gentleman I spoke to earlier. I feel like you're kind of being defensive and being guarded, and not opening yourself up. It's like you want the help, you expect the help from the people that you've helped, but you're not telling them that you need the help. Does that make sense? If you don't tell them that you need the help, then they can't help you and they can't support you. So it's almost like a catch-22. And I feel like it's going around in circles. I feel like you don't trust enough to let people in. Yes, it does make sense. Thank you for that. So again, it's about you opening up, my darling. It's about you trusting, even if it's just trusting one or two people. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. I am the worst person in the world when it comes to trust, or I was before I started doing this. This has taught me to trust spirit. Trusting other people, however, is a different story. So I know how hard it can be. But once you find that person, or that 2 or 3 people that you can really rely on, that you can really trust, life does get easier and the trust gets easier. I'm not saying trust everybody. I'm just saying there are 1 or 2 people around you that are wanting you to open up, that are worried about you because you don't open up. And they want to help, they just don't know how to help and support you. Okay, so it's about opening up to them 1 or 2 people, letting them in, and just, yeah, let it all out, my darling. Tend to the small things. So there you go. This is about showing your inner circle, if you like, that you can open up and that you do trust them. Letting your light shine. And showing them who you really are, showing them your true vulnerabilities and your true authentic self. Mice are very clever. They're very scatty, but they're also very clever. They're very observant, but they spend that much time running away from fear. They don't stick around for very long, and they don't connect for very long, not even within their own groups. So yeah, I know you find it hard to trust people, but again, it's only about trusting 1 or 2 or even just the one. If you've got that one person that you can go to, which I know you have, because I'm feeling the energy, there's one person that's really close to you that you can trust. Okay, so it's about opening up. We've got the number 40 card. 4 is April, so I do know April is significant for yourself. And 4 is also about bringing in these people and making new bonds of friendship and a new fresh start, and looking at things from a new perspective. So rather than thinking you can't trust people, trust them until they give you a reason not to trust. Does that make sense? And this is what you need to do. You need to change your mindset. Trust that 1 or 2 people until they give you a reason not to trust. But that being said, don't go into it thinking that they're going to give you a reason not to trust them. It's all about building up, again, going back to the spider card. It's about building up that foundation and going from strength to strength, but doing it slowly. Take one step and each day at a time, okay? Don't think further down the line, oh, this could happen, that could happen, what if this happens, what? Because it's just going to do your head in. All right, my darling? So stop overthinking it. Take a deep breath. Trust in the process and trust. Ask the universe. Hand it out to the universe and they will guide you. They will bring the right people into you. Okay? So take notice of the signs as well. And please go and get that back looked at, because I feel really achy and I feel there's some sort of muscle problem going on there. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but I do feel that there's an issue with your back or your hip that needs looking at, because it's giving me some right pain. All right, my darling, I will leave that with you and I will say thank you for working with me. You do that a lot. Yes, I know you do. I feel it, my sweetheart. I do feel it. Let's see. Who's next? Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Ruth. Ruth Goldenbach. Are you still with us? Is Ruth still here? Hello, my darling. How are you? All right, let's see. Let's see. As I connect with your energy, Ruth, I feel a sense of anxiety with you. I feel like I'm out of breath and I feel like the world has just got a little bit too overwhelming just lately, a little bit too busy, and you just want to go, ah! Does that make sense? I feel like the world is running rings around me at the moment and I can't keep up with it. And I don't know whether I'm coming or going, backwards or forwards, left or right. I'm just all over the place. Let me know if that makes sense. And it's interesting you should post a purple heart, because I also feel this I also feel there's some healing with you needed, some mental healing and some spiritual healing. Yeah, everything's got too much for you. I feel that. And this is where the healing comes in. And I want to say to you, it's time to take some R&R, my darling. You need to step back and you need to take a rest. I know sometimes it's difficult when you've got a busy life, but you could just half an hour in the bath, 10 minutes meditating on the sofa in silence or with some music, or just a walk in nature, whatever suits you, whatever gives you the best benefit of healing and being able to clear that brain fog and being able to clear that noise, because all I'm hearing is noise, and I feel like you've got somebody here and they're constantly nah, and I just want to poof, I just want it all to go away. Let me have a look what the cards say. Hi, Linda. Thank you for confirming that, my darling. But yes, you've definitely got to take some R&R. You've got to take some deep breaths. You've got to give yourself some me time, like I say, whether it's just turning the phone off, turning the telly off, having half an hour in the bath and just ignoring the world for half an hour, whatever the case may be. Oh, tinnitus. You've got tinnitus. Oh, okay. Not the kind of noise I was talking about, but bless your heart, I will send you some healing for that. But when I say hearing lots of the whole world is full of noise, I just feel like you've got people in your ear in the left, people in your ear in the right. You've got people coming at you from the front, people coming at you from the back, and it's almost like just stop. People are giving you these plans saying, oh, we should do this, we should do that, you should do this, you should do that. Have you got time for this? Have you got time for that? And you just want to go stop and put everything on a freeze. You know, like Superman can freeze everything and make everything stop, or Hogwarts. I want to do that spell that makes everything stand still, just so you can go, all right? And that's what you need to do. Turn the TV off, turn the phone off, get them candles in the bath, get some rose petals, get some pink Himalayan salt, and just, yeah, breathe in the love. And water has memory, and water is also healing. So I want to put you around water. So again, the bath would be very good. It would bring you that healing. Even put some amethyst in the bath to help with that anxiety. I would say put rose quartz in there, but rose quartz doesn't like water. It fades very quickly with water, as does amethyst. But as long as you're careful, you don't leave it in there too long or use it too often, you should be all right. But definitely put some rose petals in the bath. I do feel roses are significant with yourself, from somebody in spirit. I'm not saying I've got anybody with me, but as I said, rose quartz, I got a vision of pink and white rose petals surrounding me. So I do know that pink rose petals would be significant for you as well. Pink for me is about love, it's about fun, it's about childhood, it's about innocence. And I just want to take you back to that innocent time, that childlike sense of humour, that childlike playfulness that you used to have. And I want to bring you back to that. Okay? Oh, K-Weezy, you're not new here. I see you on most lives. Try and pull a fast one. I've seen you on my lives and I've seen you on all the other lives as well. Well, most of them. You're not new, K-Weezy. You forget I'm one of the admin. I admin most of the time. So I see you on the lives. Crafty. Okay, let's get you a card, Ruth. Be at home. There you go. That's just confirmed what I said, Ruth. Be at home. Be in the present. Take time out for yourself. You've got the wombat. The wombat is Australia. So I don't know if you have links to Australia, but the wombat is very cute, very cuddly, very warm. But it also takes things slowly. It's a bit like the sloth. But it can also move very quickly as well. It can also get confused with itself and not have. I just want to ditch the responsibility for a day or two. Yeah, I know you can't help it, Kay Weezy, you cheeky devil. Yeah, be at home. So take time out. If you need to take some time off work, or you need to take time out from your social life or from family, just give yourself that time. Like I say, even if it's just an hour in the bath, do it every night. Get into a routine of giving yourself that time for you to just breathe out, sink in the water, breathe it out, listen to some music, relax in the bubbles, relax with the candles, whatever the case may be, and just switch off. Okay, my darling, let the day go. What I do is I meditate in the bath at night time, so I let everything that's gone off in the day, I just sit, I put my music on, I sink into the bubbles, and I just let the day wash away. I let the day go. You need peace from family. Well, take it, my darling. Take it. Turn the phone off, turn the TV off, and just have that time for you. Half an hour to an hour every night. Just have that time for you. All right? I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Right, that's my time up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you ever so much for being with me. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting for the page that is run by Veronica Jenkins. Find me Medium and Universal Spiritualism. I will be around moderating for the rest of the week. I will be on Universal Spiritualism. I'll be on Prism of Light on Sunday, all being well. Other than that, I will see you in a fortnight's time. All right, my darlings, be safe, enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good week. God bless.